So you've decided you want to buy a house and you have no idea where to start. Well, guess what? You are in luck. I'm going to break down the home buying process for you and make it as easy as possible. Stay tuned until the end and I'll share with you my first time home buyer packet that includes the home buying process and checklist. So let's go. As a real estate agent, I pride myself in going above and beyond for my clients and treating everyone like family. Most of my clients are active duty military, veterans, or first-time homebuyers. Breaking down the process and making it as easy as possible is my number one goal. Having a realtor who is available and there for you will make the process that much easier. I work with a lot of clients who have to buy sight unseen, so I really have to make sure they feel comfortable and confident in the process from start to finish. The first step in the home buying process is to find a real estate agent to guide you through the process and make it fun, enjoyable, and easy. You want someone you can get a hold of who doesn't mind explaining all the details, has worked with first-time home buyers in the past, and is going to hold your hand through the process. Now that you have a realtor, they will give you a list of their preferred lenders. I've worked with a lot of lenders in my years, and trust me when I say they are not all created equal. You will want to work with someone that has good communication skills and gets things done quickly, efficiently, and correctly so that you can get to the closing table on time. A lot of the big box lenders make it very difficult, so trust your real estate agent and check out their preferred lenders. Huge shout out to Mac Church with Atlantic Coast Mortgage and Matt Miller with Annie Mac. They are seriously two of my favorites and really go above and beyond, like I do, for my clients here in the Quantico area. Now that you have a lender, you'll go through the pre-approval process. They will ask for tax returns, W-2s, pay stubs, bank statements, and other items in order to see what your max approval amount is going to be. They will pull your credit and check your debt to income ratio. Getting this done up front will give you peace of mind when you start looking at homes. If you have a certain monthly payment you want to stay at, like the Quantico BAH rate, let the lender know this up front and they will let you know the prices of homes you should be looking at. Now that you're pre-approved, it's time to get you set up on a daily property search. I have a buyer questionnaire that I have my clients fill out to make this easy. It lets me know how many bedrooms they want, bathrooms, the square footage, if they want a garage or basement, if they want land or not, the area that they would like to be in, and the max amount they want to spend. I also like to know their must-haves and their would-like-to-haves. Once this is in place, the buyer will get daily emails with all the properties that meet their criteria. They can save them so I can see them, and then we can start the fun part and start looking at homes. Looking at homes is probably the most exciting part of the process. Sometimes clients will want to look at a lot of homes to start off with, but I recommend not looking at more than 5 homes in one day because then they all start to run together. I like to print out the MLS sheets with all the information on the homes we are looking at, and that way the buyer can take notes on the back and refer back to that later on when trying to make a decision if they want to put in an offer or not. This makes it easier to remember which home had the kitchen you loved or the bathroom you hated. Once you find the home that you love, the next part of the process is putting in an offer. Your realtor will look at comps in the area and will know what the local market is doing so you can put together the best and most competitive offer possible. Sometimes you can ask for seller concessions to help pay for your closing costs at closing, but if you are in a multiple offer situation and you really want the house, I would be prepared to pay all of your closing costs at the end. Yay! Now your offer has been accepted. This is an exciting time and you can definitely celebrate a little bit. Now is when the real work begins though. At this point, you don't want to change anything about your financial situation. Do not, I repeat, do not go and buy a brand new car. Don't change your employment status either. The lender will pull your credit and check your employment again at the end. So wait to do anything until after you have closed on your home. Next, the lender will start the underwriting process and may ask you for additional documents or clarification on something you submitted during the pre-approval process. Things like updated bank statements, pay stubs, your homeowner's insurance policy, or other things that they need to give you a conditional approval. The lender will also order the appraisal to make sure the home meets the value of the purchase price. If it doesn't, then a renegotiation of the purchase price will happen at that time. The title company will also start to do the search of the title to make sure that there are no liens on the property and that you can legally purchase it. They will also be the ones who will draft up all the closing documents and they will work hand in hand with the lender. The title company is also the one that will hold your earnest money deposit until closing. You should definitely get a home inspection, and you will have a home inspection contingency period. This is the time you will want to get any inspections completed on the home. I highly recommend a home inspection for anyone purchasing a home, even if it's new construction. My favorite home inspector is Nate Williams with Gray Dog Home Inspections. He truly does a thorough job and explains things to you so that you can understand them easily. Do not freak out over the home inspection. I know there are a lot of things that are going to come up, but most of them are going to be easy handyman fixes that you can do yourself. If there is something major that comes up, then you can ask the seller to fix it. Once you're past all of that, the next step is getting the clear to close from the lender. This means everything is complete on their side and you can now close on the home. Sometimes this is completed days before closing, and other times it can end up being the day of closing. It truly just depends. But these are some of my favorite words to hear in real estate. You are clear to close. A week or so before closing, I like to send out a closing day email to my buyers. This gives them a breakdown of what comes next. It will have the time and date of closing, the final walkthrough time and date, the utility company's information so they can get the utilities turned over into their name, and any other information that is important for closing day. Right before closing, you will want to do a final walkthrough with your realtor of the home. This is when you can check to make sure the house is empty, clean, and ready for you to move into it. You can check on any repairs that were made and just get one last look to make sure there is nothing wrong with anything before you go and sign the closing papers. This typically happens the day prior or the day of closing. So you're finally at the closing table and you get to fill out a ton of paperwork from your lender and the title company. Make sure you bring a valid picture ID, and if you have any money that has to be paid, make sure you have either already sent a wire or have a cashier's check in hand. The title company will make sure to let you know how to pay. Ask questions if you have them during this process. And once you finish, you will get the keys to your new home. See, that wasn't so bad, was it? I know it can feel a little overwhelming, but if you have a trusted agent helping you through the process, they will make it super easy for you. Check out in the description for my first time home buyer info. I've added my buyer process and checklist. If you are moving to the Quantico area, I'd love to be the agent to walk you through the home buying process. Helping first-time home buyers is a passion of mine, and I want everyone to walk away feeling like they just had the best experience ever. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications for all things Quantico Living. Until next time.